It is that time again. You know what time that is? That's Cooking with Chef Geeks time, and I think I'm ready for it. Just like an awesome tuna steak, right? With a little bit of teriyaki mustard sauce, some quinoa with some spinach and some Brussels sprouts added into the quinoa. What is more nutritious than that? Low calories, right? That's what Cooking with Chef Geeks is all about. Low calories, low sugar, low sodium, low saturated fat. I could just go on and on, but the whole key to being a vegetarian, look it up. It'll be in Wikipedia someday. What is a vegetarian? A vegetarian cooks very simple. You try to cook or make these beautiful dishes with not that much of the shit in it. This is the silent killer. Added sugars, processed foods, pick up, take out. None of that around in my house. But I always kid. You gotta add a little bit of the poison sometimes. You have to. It's okay. But if you eat, eating out of bags and boxes and containers all the time, I don't know. Maybe genetically, it's almost like you're embalming your body. Maybe you can last longer. Anyways, look at these two beautiful tuna steaks I got. That is awesome, right? Beautiful. So what we're gonna do is, right now, what I did was I started the quinoa about 5 minutes ago. Let me take a look at it. So what I did, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of quinoa. All right, so now I gotta see how it's on the slow boil. All right, it's all nice and warm. I boiled it right up, right? And then turned it down. Here we go. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write my name backwards because I like to look at the camera or the phone or whatever you want to call it. Phone, camera, videography, and I like to see myself. All I see is these 3 lenses, and I used to do, I wrote everything backwards so you'd be able to know who it is. You'd say that's Cooking with Chef Geeks because you could read it. But if I spun it around, it'd be backwards. You guys be all confused, and I don't want to confuse anyone out there. So again, simple, right? So we get the quinoa. That takes about 12 to 15 minutes. Quinoa. It's a little more nutritious than rice, right? It's higher in fiber. It's got more protein in it. So for a cup of quinoa, it's like 8 grams of protein. But if you eat a cup of quinoa, it's pretty bloating, right? It's very high in fiber, so you might have a little tummy issue. Then when you add the spinach and the Brussels sprouts, more fiber, right? But look at all the friggin' nutrition you're getting out of it. I don't have to go over what's in the spinach. I mean, I've been over that 1,000 times. You got potassium, calcium, iron. 1 cup of that is like, 3 cups is like 150% of your daily dose. No, seriously. And same thing with Brussels sprouts. All these, what are they called? Cruciferous, cruciferous. I can't pronounce it. You know what I mean? Look it up. It's cruciferous. You got cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and those are so nutritious for you. Purple cabbage, right? Remember the colors. When the color, you get that purple, that red, a lot of phytophenols and, antioxidants and, all this stuff that you want to fight fight the free radicals in your body. Free radicals and, caused by, cancer, and cigarettes cause it, and drinking, and the air you breathe. I could walk out here right now and have some carcinogens in my lungs. But, all right, so let me check this for 1 second. All right, that's going good. I gotta look at the time. You gotta pay attention. I don't want that sticking to the bottom of the pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make up a nice teriyaki sauce. So I got a teriyaki base right here. It's like a, it's like a glazed base type thing. And I'm gonna add some cornstarch. I'm gonna thicken it up just a little bit. Inside that, we're gonna go with honey, like a tablespoon of honey. Some Dijon mustard, tablespoon. Some ginger. Go easy on the ginger. This stuff is like, it's a strong spice. But if you like ginger, go bat ass crazy. Roll in it. Put it all over your body. I don't care if you like it. I like ginger, but again, when you cook like Chef Geeks, right, you want to taste the food, right? You want to taste the food. You be dumping this shit all over it, Put 5 gallons of this on this tuna. It'll be really good, right? It'll taste like teriyaki. You won't even taste the tuna. That's the whole point of cooking with Chef Geeks. Keep it simple. Don't go crazy with the spices. Especially all this other stuff, all the additives. It's all the added stuff. So we try to go as wholesome as we can. All right, so let's get the. I'm going to start with the Brussels sprouts because I'm going to finish with the spinach first, right? All right, the spinach second because spinach should cook a lot faster, right? So let's just turn this up a little bit back here. And get a little bit of olive oil in here, just a little bit. We're gonna sear up the Brussels sprouts and the spinach, right? And then we're also gonna start the tuna fish. Now the tuna, you got to make sure. We'll go over that, but you don't want to. Well, something. You can do whatever you want with it. You can cook it any way you want. I like it nice and seared in the middle, like a medium rare. I don't like it rare where it's raw, okay? So we have to cook it probably about 3 minutes on each side, because those are pretty thick, all right? Let's just get this going. And the reason why I'm gonna cook the Brussels sprouts first, because they're thicker, okay? Now we're gonna add the Brussels sprouts and the spinach into the quinoa. Imagine that. All right, and so it's gonna be, pretty much a nice side dish, especially with the quinoa because you get a little more protein in there. All right, and we're just gonna let those simmer right up right now. And let's go this way just a little bit. There we go, gigs. Okay, all right. So let me bust up this garlic, right? Where's my knife? All right, get the big bags like that. Good. Take the paper off of there, the skin feels like, there we go. I usually don't like cutting on my cutting board because this is a nice cutting board. It's got my name on it. So I try not to ruin it, but I'm not gonna break out the other. I'm just gonna dice this up really small. All right, and we're gonna throw this in with the honey and the teriyaki. Now when you go to thicken something up with like a cornstarch or a flour, right? You really you gotta put it in some water, right? You gotta put a little bit of water, stir it up, and dissolve it. If you just throw it right into the mixture, it's gonna clump up. Okay, so we don't want any clumping. Clumping is illegal, all right? Let me just check the. Oh yeah, that's going good. Thought I had the wrong burner on. All right, so now we get the 2 tuna steaks. This one's probably about 3.5. This one's a little more than 4. So on average, the tuna, like a 4-ounce piece of tuna is like 120 calories. It's just like 27, 28 grams of protein. Right, so that's an awesome way to get your protein. It's a nice clean fish like this, okay? And again, Natural, it's very natural, so we get about 50 grams of sodium in there, right? But potassium's like 500. And remember, we always like that potassium way higher than the sodium, okay? That's gonna keep a lot of things functioning within your body. All right, if you're consistent about that, you can always have good blood pressure and, you know, nerve conduction and, you know, the contraction of the muscle is gonna be awesome, okay? You know, and so when when I cook, I look at it as in a big picture. You know, it's a big thing. Like, this is going into my body. What's my nutritional value out of this? Like, what am I gonna get out of this? And how can I ruin it? Right? How can I ruin it? Right here. This. You know, well, not so much this, but you know, whatever you add to it is going to, you know, make it less healthy. And I think if you really, especially when you get my age, you know, I'm 61. Everything that I put in my body affects me like 20 times worse. You laugh. All you young guys out there, you're like, yeah, listen to him. Yeah, I'm gonna be strong and I'm gonna be flexible my whole life. Yeah, that's what I used to think. And I am strong and I am pretty flexible, but you know, recovery time and, you know, digestion issues and, you know, your body gets old from the inside out too, okay? You might look good, but you gotta take care of the inside, you know, it's what you don't see, okay? And I think if we focus more on, you know, the great nutritional value that Geeks is gonna teach you, right? All right. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'm not gonna add too much. I'm not gonna add any spices to this. Okay. I'm gonna add just a little salt and pepper, right? But I'm gonna, you know, with the teriyaki and, you know, the tuna steaks, you know, we're gonna have the ginger in there. We're gonna have the honey. That's gonna bring a lot of flavor into it. Okay. So these are just. I'm just gonna cook these. Some, you know, avocado oil, right? And a little salt and pepper. All right, these get nice and soft, so we're going to throw the spinach in there now. All right, gonna get the spinach in there. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Get a little bit of pepper in there. A little bit of salt. A little bit of salt and pepper. All right, we're just gonna let those simmer down right now. Awesome. All right, hey, let's check out the quinoa together. All right, let's check it out. All right, let's see how we're going. All right, see that? Oh yeah, perfect. All right, we got probably about 7 more minutes on that, right? So let's do let's just get this tuna going, right? So let's get the tuna going. I need another pan, and I'm gonna push that out of the way. All right, let's get the tuna going. I'm gonna turn it this way. Bang. All right, so we're gonna get the tuna. We're gonna get the sauce going, right? Remember, when you're cooking, you want everything pretty much done almost the same time. All right. The steak. I mean, if you do the tuna steaks, you can let them sit for a little while, but you want things warm and hot. Okay. So let's get this. All right. We're gonna put. All right. I'm not gonna measure this, but when you're cooking, right, you're thinking. All right. So if I need a tablespoon of this, I mean, when you're pouring it out, you kind of get an idea. You know what a tablespoon is, half a tablespoon is, right? So we're gonna start with this, right? So we're gonna start with the teriyaki, right? So again, if you look at this, for 270 milligrams, right? For 1 tablespoon of sodium, right? It's got 5 grams of sugar, 3 added sugars. So you get about 8. You get about 8 grams of sugar in like one tablespoon of this stuff, right? But we're gonna need Yeah, I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons in there. All right, bang. All right, I can't dump this out, so we're gonna go with a tablespoon of mustard, Dijon mustard, right? Perfect. And we're gonna go about a tablespoon of honey. All right, that looks good. Mix this up. I'm gonna put this on low. Gonna get this going right now. A little bit of ginger. Now, whatever's left in here, I'm gonna add. It's probably about a half a teaspoon. That's all I want because I'm just making enough sauce here to cover the tuna fish, right? That's it, done. All done with that. Now here's the trick, all right? So now I'm gonna take some of my, let me get it in the spoon. I'm gonna put it right in here. I'm gonna take about half a teaspoon right in here, all right? And then I'm gonna mix a little bit of water into it. Just enough to dilute it. And that'll kind of loosen up the teriyaki, the honey mustard, all right? And I'm not gonna put this in yet, all right? I'm gonna wait till this gets warm and starts to cook just a little bit, right? Now I'm gonna show you the texture of this now. That looks good. All right, so what you want to do is you got to taste it too, right? Wow. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's just how I like it. I can taste the ginger a little bit. The honey, I can get a little sweetness in there. But the teriyaki is perfect. So we're just going to leave that. Back to the Brussels sprouts. Spinach. All right, I'm going to take you guys over here in a second. Show you what's going on. All right. So let's check out this, right? Check out the spinach, right? Spinach and Brussels sprouts. Look how beautiful they look, right? A little golden brown on the Brussels sprouts. Just keeping that a nice base, little medium heat. And here's our sauce, okay? Now I'm going to add a little bit of that cornstarch. I'm going to thicken it up a little bit. And it's also going to add a little bit of water to it. All right? While that's going, guess what we're going to do? We're going to start the tuna fish, all right? So let's turn up the heat on this bad boy. Now, the reason why I'm doing this last is because all this other stuff can just sit there and stay warm, okay? You don't want to start your tuna fish and have that done 5 minutes early and, and just have it sit there, all right? This stuff can sit around, okay? Which would be fine. But you want to just get that bang, 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 both sides done on the plate, and then you put your sauce on it, you mix everything up, and there's your meal, right? Boom. All right, so I'm gonna start by, I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic in here, okay? I'm gonna get this going, a little bit of avocado oil. All right, I'm gonna put that in just a little bit. Get that all fired up going. Good. All right, this stuff's starting to warm up now. I'm going to add a little turn this up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more teriyaki, just a little bit. Good. Now this is going to thicken up nice. And it's not going to clump because I had it already all broken down in the water, right? The reason why I put a little teriyaki in here because the cornstarch is going to take a little bit of flavor away, okay? So it's going to be perfect. That's good. All right, so now I'm going to turn this down to like low. I just want to keep this warm and keep it going, okay? I got about 3 more minutes on that quinoa. This is perfect. All right, the spinach is done perfect right now with the Brussels sprouts. So that's done. All right, now we can smell that garlic. Oh, I love the smell of garlic. All right, who doesn't? Another great antioxidant for you, garlic, onion, you know, all these great, you know, have these great properties for that, you know, to fight off that free radical, right? Now, I mean, you could, again, you can put, you want more teriyaki, add it. If you want more ginger, it's your day. Just do it. Make whatever you want. And, you know, and if you see, like, I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of this. You know, if you want to make a big, you know, a cup of it, right? Just double all the recipe. You don't have to be an MIT graduate to figure that out. If I'm doing a 1/2 cup of teriyaki to, you know, a 1/4 teaspoon of this, then just double it. See that? It's that simple. I mean, let's keep it simple. Geeks, as a vegetarian, you keep it simple, okay? All right, so I'm going to take this garlic out right now. I get this up pretty high, right? Watch this, baby. Here we go. All right, I just wanted to cook that garlic up first. A little bit of avocado oil, right? Now I'm not gonna add a lot of shit to this steak because we got this shit over here. All right? So we're just gonna. You hear that? Isn't that beautiful? Oh yeah, that's awesome. Love that sound. Any chef loves that sound, right? All right, I'm going to check my quinoa. Whoa. All right, now I can look at it, right? I can also look at it, and these curls, they're not really curled up yet, so I know it's going to go a little longer. Even if I taste what? Yep. All right, so that's about one side. Look, if you look at the way this is cooking, see that? All right, we're gonna cook that up. It's gonna rise, both sides are gonna. Now again, it's up to you. How do you want it? Some people like it seared, 1 minute on each side, and they like it raw. All right, I like it medium rare. I like it, you know, not raw. Now don't forget about your sauce over here. All right, so now it's gotten a little thick over here, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. All right, you can always add water to it and break it up. Then taste it again, right? Making a nice roux, right? It's almost like making a roux. Oh yeah, it's come out beautiful. This is coming out good. Beautiful. This is coming out gorgeous. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get my my tongs. Right, here's a little technique. Right, you want to get your tongs. Right. I'm going to cook the side of it a little bit. Right. Perfect. Let's do this one. All right, see that? See that? A quick searing of it, right? Perfect. Nice. I'm going to throw the garlic into the sauce. All right. I like cooking the garlic separate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm kind of breaking it down inside the teriyaki sauce over here. All right. I'm going to bring this right down to low, low, low. Gotta get them to flip at the same time, right? Perfect. All right, now I put that right down to low heat, all right? I'm going to leave just a little bit in the pan, okay? This is all done. This is all done. Okay, now one more step, right? All right, so now I'm going to try the quinoa. The quinoa should be done. Let me get I always get a spatula like this. You don't want to scratch your pans, right? You're going to let this sit. Oh yeah, this came out. This quinoa came out perfect. All right, I'm going to show you. All right, that's done. That's done. I'm going to let that sit right there. Check this out, right? Check out the quinoa. Now look at it. See how beautiful that is? Look, it's absolutely. See the little. See how it's ringy? The little rings in there. I think it's done. This is done. That's going to be done, and it's already done, really. I'm just letting it sit there. Okay, a little bit of extra sauce left over. Okay, so next step. Next magic moment. Okay, we're going to add this to this. I'm going to switch it up. Put that there. Put that there. Again, plastic, Teflon. This is awesome. Came out really good. Good. I'm going to take this off. Going to put this here. This is done. Get that out of the way. All right. Look at this now. Look. A little green in there, right? Some Brussels sprouts and, look at that. That is absolutely delicious. Here we go. It's plating time. Woo! Here we go, cooking. Look. Cooking with geeks right there. Bang. Dun, dun, dun. I wish I could play music. Dun, 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 dun. But my old show, I used to play music, and they cut me and they mute me. It was a mutiny. All right. Okay, let's put this right here. All righty. Get a nice spoon. Where's my big spoon? Here's a big spoon. Beautiful. All right, so now, here we go. We got the quinoa, right? With the Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Little more. Woo, baby. All right, let's put this one right on here. All right? Oh, look how beautiful that looks, right? Now, I want to look at this other side. So if you look at this side, right? See it? Nice and golden brown, right? It's perfect. That is absolutely good. All right, so I got a little bit of extra sauce here, right? I'm gonna just put it around, put it right there. That's good. Now, the key is it gonna taste good, right? So what do we got here, right? We got almost a 4-ounce piece of tuna, right? Let's take a look at this. Look at it. Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that, huh? That's gorgeous, right? That's gorgeous. We got a little sauce here, teriyaki sauce. That whole sauce right there is probably about 50 calories. Not even. 35 calories with the honey in there and the teriyaki. Not much considering how much we got there, right? It's not overbearing it. It's not killing the dish, okay? And about 120 for the tuna steak, right? So maybe I say 170. Then you add the quinoa, another 120, right? About a quarter cup is about 120. And it's mostly protein, okay? Mostly protein, very high in protein, because the quinoa, you get extra protein, all right? So let's give it a shot here. Let's give it a go. Cooking like a gigatarian, eating like a gigatarian, simple, fast, not a lot of shit food, all right? It's just the way to do it. You just gotta do it this way, all right? Not when you're young, because you don't care about anything when you're young. When you're old like me, all my, I gotta get a knife. All the people my age, this is how you should be eating, all right? Eating, exercising at least 5 days a week, okay? And I'm gonna make sure, all right, here, so if you look at the middle here, right? All right, I'm gonna bring this over to you, show you I cooked it perfect, right? So, see the middle? A little pink, right? But it's also not raw, all right? That's how you want it, right? So if you look from this side, where is it? From this side here, look at it. Look at that beautiful color right there, okay? That's how you want it. Well, that's how I want it. But see, that's the great thing about, you can make it any way you want. You just got to get in the kitchen. You got to just continue to just try different things. And all right, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to eat this. Mm. Holy moly. That is so good. Beeping good. It really is. It's just absolutely delicious. And I'm not just saying that. Because if it tastes like beep, I tell you, say, listen, geeks, beeped up. Oh. Wow. Who's better than me? You know something? How does he do it? That's what they say. How does he do it? Well, you can do it too. Just pay attention. Yeah, that's another thing. When you're in the kitchen, you gotta pay attention. You can't put something down and go sit down and watch the Patriots play. Well, you probably don't want to watch the Patriots play anyways. If you live in New York or something, right? Or Florida. Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers. Oh. Guys, simple, low calorie, absolutely delicious. You gotta try it. Thanks for tuning in. And Wednesday, Geeks will be on Master Chef again. Let's see if he gets ixnayed. Let's see if he gets cut. How far is the geek gonna go? All right, I'll see you later. And thank you for tuning in. And I love you guys all. I do. Thank you. Subscribe. Follow. Pass this along. Do whatever you gotta do, right? I want 1 million followers. You know why? Because if I can keep one person healthier than they were yesterday, I've done my job. Screenshot. Oh, look at it. I gotta get a spot. Ready? Silly boy.